Welcome to Ngorongoro Crater, the largest inactive volcanic caldera, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a haven for the diverse wildlife, including the Big Five. Come with me on this adventure of a lifetime. We are on day 2 of our safari, and here at Ngorongoro Crater. It was formed about 2 million, anyway, this long ago. I'm a little tired this morning, but can't wait to see the animals in here. Apparently, this is where your best chance of seeing a rhino is. There are nearly 752,000 visitors here every year. Permits can be limited, so it's important to get to the park early. Permits are required to go, and each car has a time limit on it. So trust your driver. The upper part of the crater is very dense vegetation, so you can't see much on the upper parts, but once you get down the switchbacks into the actual crater, you get to see some incredible wildlife. Originally, I thought safaris were just for fancy rich people, but I think a safari is essential for everyone to experience at least once in their lifetime. It is so humbling and really shows you how wild and beautiful a place can be when we live in harmony with it and minimize our impact on it. So way up back here is a rhino. We tried to look at it through the binoculars, and that is a good reason to have binoculars, because even with my 600 zoom lens on my Canon, it was just kind of a black dot. And in order to tell if it's a rhino, you have to have the binoculars so you can see it. When it turns its head, you'll see the horn. So make sure to bring your binoculars, guys, otherwise you might miss something. I thought I was looking at the rhino, but it ended up being an elephant. It wasn't until the very last minute I was finally able to spot the rhino. The lunch spot was pretty epic. They did have really clean bathrooms, but it was right near this lake where hippos were just kind of swimming around. And on the way down to the lake, we ended up spotting a whole pride of lions. Before we got out of the car, they warned us to watch our food and watch the skies because often birds would dive bomb people to get their food. The thing I really hate about safaris is that it gets into your bones. Once you go on one, you want to go on every single one that you can. To be able to see all of these wild animals and these giant cats just sunning themselves after a long day or a big meal, it's just astounding. As we ascended the Ngorongoro Crater, it was really sad to leave because there was just so much more that I felt like I could learn about the vegetation and the Maasai and how they heal and use the natural resources to survive and just so many things. But I am so grateful that I was able to experience this and definitely do feel lucky. This wasn't sponsored in any way. I paid out of my own pocket. I'll leave the information of how I booked it as a solo traveler in the description box below. Riding on its back. Just hanging out. Back at the Heart and Soul Lodge after an amazing day at Ngorongoro Crater. We saw so many elephants, zebras, wildebeest, water buffalo, just birds of all kinds, and the lion that was courting that lioness. That was so amazing to see. We were able to see a rhino from really far away in the binoculars and also a hyena very far away, but an amazing day. And if you're going to compare all of the national parks here, I think the landscape of Ngorongoro is by far my favorite. Tarangire, it's a lot hotter and a lot drier in the dry season, which I'm here in. But you can't really compare because all of them are just so incredible. And yeah, it's really just an unforgettable experience all around, no matter what park you choose. So I will leave some information in the description box below. If you have any questions about anything in this video, please feel free to leave it in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm just sitting here enjoying the view of the pool and Lake Marinyara. the mountains that surround it, and that's what we're gonna do tomorrow before I head out on a very long flight home. So I'm up here at dinner at the Heart and Soul Lodge. Last night's dinner was more of like a buffet. Tonight's dinner, you have like a choice of a starter, a main, and a dessert. They have 2 choices of starters, 3 choices of mains, and then just 1 dessert. They come out with rolls and a little bit of hummus, which I can't eat because it had paprika in it. Tough traveling with allergies, let me tell you. They just brought me some butter and some delicious soft rolls. Just enjoying the evening, and see you on the flip side.